Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, and this time reviewing on The Calcium Kid. Now, as you know, The Calcium Kid is a movie that I think no one has reviewed as much, and was meant to be a mock documentary comedy film that was released in 2004, mainly by director Alex D. Kagoff. Now, the premise of the movie is about Jim Lee Conway, who, after an incident with one of the fighters, Pete White, is given the opportunity to basically fight for the middleweight championship of the world against Josie Mandis, played by Mitchell Hanna. Now, pretty much Mitchell Hanna has been in films like Turbo, Ant-Man, and so on. And Jimmy is pretty much played by Orlando Bloom, known for playing in films like Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, and Will Turner in Pirates of the Caribbean. Now, pretty much Jimmy also has to pretty much put up with his manager, known as Herbie Bush, who is shown to is one of these sleazy, more kind of managers who basically has ideas, but they're shown to be bad. And what's interesting is that throughout the movie, we do see the documentary people, Sebastian Gorbrown, filming the locations, and I have to admit, I'm surprised with the camera work. If they're making a documentary, you kind of would be surprised with how well they're able to film certain locations in that. So, pretty much throughout the film, we see Jimmy Conway, everyone basically hoping for him to win the title and everything, and he's got this obsessed fan over him, and as well as basically also has his friend Stan, who is basically meant to be there and basically meant to be kind of like the best friend character. Now, I feel the film's humor is a bit slightly off, because it tries to be funny, but there is moments where you think, wait, are they trying to be funny here? The thing about comedy is knowing how you want to present it. I think it's important not to make the film like predictable comedy, but make it more relatable comedy. I think why things like Little Britain, South Park, and that do better, it's basically joking with what current culture is. Now, pretty much there are moments I kind of feel that could have been better, like, for example, one of the characters, Angel, being more involved with Jimmy, and kind of helping Jimmy once he gets himself shunned for being called a fascist, and that due to basically Herbie Bush's bad ideas. And I kind of feel, that the ending does kind of seem a bit rushed, and it's meant to be that. What's interesting is that the person who plays Angel is the same actress known for playing Rose in Doctor Who, and what's actually interesting is that most of these actors now have been doing other sort of things, or have moved on to other things. So what's interesting is that, we never do know what happened to Jimmy's obsessed fan afterwards, but I have no idea what happened. So it's interesting that the film did get a lot of negative reviews, and I think this would have worked better had it been a direct-to-video movie, and not thrown in at the last moment. Now, at the same time, Jimmy is a relatable character, because, he's meant to be kind of like the dud. He's basically meant to try and set a proper example. And what's interesting is that as soon as Herbie tries to help him, everyone starts to dislike him and pretty much hate his guts, despite the fact that he's supposed to be they're supposed to be his friend, and they should know him better. So, I think somewhere Calcium Kid curdled under the sun on a hot day, but didn't curdle slightly. It does leave a good impression about following your goals, but don't let other people give you ideas, and basically do it for the right reasons. So I think the movie deserves a thumbs in the middle. Kind of alright, but kind of okay. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.